It's only April, and parts of India are already crossing 40 degrees Celsius. Imagine stepping out in the afternoon. The roads are burning, the air feels heavy, and even the nights don't give you a relief. But here is the real question: is it just another hot summer or something much more serious? Today, we break down the Hindu editorial High Heat on India and Warming. With UPSC concept, we will go through this editorial. With the real impact, we will go through this editorial and what this means for our India future. These are all on the concepts we will be going through this editorial. Let's start with what's happening right now. The Indian Meteorological Department has issued heat alerts across central India, southern states, and coastal regions. Cities like Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh are already above 40 degree. And the scary part, this kind of heat usually comes in May or June, not in April. Even worse, coastal regions are facing high humidity, making the heat feel even more intense. And the nights are no longer cooling down. So, what's causing this early and extreme heat? First, climate patterns. The lingering effect of El Nino are still heating things up. Second, natural cooling systems are missing. Fewer western disturbances, less rainfall, reduced thunderstorms. So, what is the El Nino first? El Nino means it is an event which depends on the heat in the Pacific Ocean region, and the western disturbances is after the monsoon completes, the air from the Mediterranean area will pass, the clouds will pass through India, which will give some rainfall. That is western disturbance. Okay, think of this like normally nature has built its cooling breaks, okay, but now those breaks are disappearing, and as a result heat waves are becoming more frequent, more intense, and arriving earlier. Now let's zoom into cities. Why do cities feel hotter than villages? This is due to urban heat island effect. See, concrete buildings, road, and lack of trees traps heat. During the day, they absorb heat. At night, they releases it slowly. So the night stays hot. And when the nights are hot, your body doesn't recover. That means more health problems, more stress on hospital. Okay, so the urban heat island effect means the concretes will absorb it, and in the night it will release it slowly. So in the night also the place is heat. That's what called as urban heat island effect. So let's come to the health impact. Here it's not just uncomfortable; it is dangerous. It increases risk of heart disease, dehydration, and heat strokes. According to the Lancet Countdown report, 247 billion work hours were lost globally in 2024 due to heat. Now imagine the impact in a country like India where millions work outdoor every day. See, let's talk about economy also. How does it affect the economy? Who suffers the most? Farmers and laborers. Yeah, farmers face fast faster crop maturity and reduced yield, which means like rabi crops are there which will be sowed during October to December and which will be cultivated during summer, but because of this early heat that affects the crop maturity, which leads to food shortages and raising prices, and laborers faces like reduced working hours and income loss. This is what we call climate inequality, and those who contribute least to climate changes suffers the most. And let's come to the governance part. Now the most important UPSC angle here is governance. India has something called heat action plans, which is short formed as HAPs, small s. But the editorial points out a major problem here. These plans are reactive, not preventive. They focus on emergency response, short term relief, but ignore urban planning, green cover, and worker safety laws. Even during elections, the Election Commission of India had to extend polling hours due to heat. But again, this is temporary, not a long term solution. So, what's the way forward? Here, the editorial suggests proper funding for heat action plans, urban greening, which like more trees and less concrete, then legal protection for workers, mobile healthcare services during peak heat, and globally, India should join climate initiatives like the one led by Colombia. And why? To access financial and finance and support. So, what's the big takeaway from this editorial? Heat waves are no longer just weather events, they are governance and development changes. If India doesn't act now, some may even approach human survivability limits. So I hope this editorial explanation would have helped you. If you have any doubt, put the doubt in the comment section. Thank you.